Have you ever thought that maybe the secret to modern wellness isn't so modern, that it might be hidden in some really ancient wisdom? Well, that's what we're diving into today. We're exploring Ayurveda, a system of health that's been around for thousands of years and, believe it or not, is finding a whole new relevance in our crazy fast-paced world. So let's see what it has to offer.
You know, it all kicks off with a really simple but powerful idea. Just look at this plate. The colors, the textures, it's beautiful, right? Well, in Ayurveda, this isn't just a meal, it's medicine. It's something that's been carefully designed to nourish your entire being, not just your body. And that single idea, it's pretty much central to everything we're about to talk about.
So, what does this word Ayurveda even mean? Let's just break it down. It's from two Sanskrit words, Ayus, which means life, and Veda, meaning science or knowledge. Put them together, and you get the science of life. How cool is that? And this isn't some new age trend. It's a holistic system with roots that go way, way back. We're talking 2500 to 500 BC.
Okay, let's get into the really core idea here. Ayurveda is not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. Not at all. It's actually a deeply personalized system that's all about understanding your body's unique blueprint, its own special constitution.
And the whole philosophy is built on this foundation, the idea that everything in the entire universe, that includes you, me, everything, is made up of 5 basic elements. You've got earth for structure, water for cohesion, fire driving metabolism, air for all things motion, and ether, which represents space itself.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. These elements don't just exist on their own. They combine to create 3 primary biological energies in our bodies, and these are called the doshas. So you see ether and air, they come together to form vata. Fire and water create pitta, and earth and water make kapha. These 3 doshas are the absolute cornerstone of your body's blueprint.
All right, first up is Vata. This is the energy of movement. I mean, think of it as the force behind literally every action in your body, from your blood circulating to the very breath you take. If your Vata gets out of whack, you might feel kind of anxious or scattered. It is the master of motion.
Next, we have Pitta. This is the energy of digestion and transformation. Pitta is what governs your metabolism, breaking down your food and turning it into pure energy. If you have too much Pitta, you might run into issues like acid reflux or just feel a bit irritable. It also handles your body temperature and is even linked to your intellect.
And finally, there's Kapha, the energy of structure and lubrication. Kapha is what gives you stability and keeps your joints lubricated and moving smoothly. If it's imbalanced, you might experience things like congestion or find it hard to manage your weight. It's all about that solid structure and strong immunity.
So, here's the most important takeaway. While every single one of us has our own unique mix of Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, true health is all about keeping these 3 energies in balance. When they're in harmony, you feel great. But when they're out of balance, well, that's when disease can start to creep in.
Okay, so if balance is the ultimate goal, how in the world do we get there? Well, one of the most direct and practical ways in Ayurveda is through what you eat. So let's dive into how you can literally eat for your specific energy type to keep those doshas happy.
And this leads to a really fascinating question that Ayurveda asks. We all think we know what foods are healthy, right? But could some of those healthy foods actually become unwholesome when you eat them together? According to Ayurveda, the answer is a big, resounding yes.
This brings us to a concept called Viruddhahar. It basically translates to an incompatible diet. We're talking about foods that, even though they're perfectly healthy by themselves, can create bad digestion, toxins, and just totally throw your doshas out of balance when you combine them.
And here's a perfect, everyday example. On the one hand, lots of wholesome foods. But Ayurveda points out that combining something sour with milk, that's a classic Viruddha ahar. It's an incompatible combination that can really disrupt your digestion. See, it's not just what you eat, it's how you eat it.
Now, beyond just food combinations, Ayurveda has this huge pharmacy of natural herbs. One of the most famous is Brahmi. It's known for being a powerful brain tonic. And what's wild is that modern studies are actually starting to confirm this, showing it can boost learning and memory.
And here's one you probably have in your kitchen right now, black pepper, or murich. In Ayurveda, it's way more than just a spice. It's used as a digestive stimulant to help your body absorb nutrients better. Plus, it's totally packed with minerals like potassium and calcium. Who knew?
So we have this incredibly detailed, ancient system of health. But how on earth did it survive for thousands of years to still be relevant today? Well, its journey is just as fascinating as its principles.
The history of Ayurveda is really a story of resilience. It started out being called the fifth Veda in ancient India, but it faced major setbacks during the colonial period. Its big revival was actually tied to the Swadeshi movement, which was all about Indian self-reliance, or Atma Shakti. And now, it's having this massive global comeback.
This quote just nails it. The revival wasn't just about health, it was a huge cultural and political statement. It was a way of reclaiming a piece of Indian identity and choosing to look at wellness through their own lens, not someone else's.
Which brings us right up to today. How is this ancient science not just surviving, but actually thriving in the 21st century? The answer is this amazing fusion of the old and the brand new.
You know, at its heart, the philosophy is exactly the same. This simple phrase, food nourishes soul, that's the timeless foundation. But the tools being used to apply that wisdom, they're anything but ancient.
And you're not going to believe this, but artificial intelligence is becoming one of Ayurveda's most powerful new friends. AI is being used to decode all its complexities and finally deliver on that promise of truly personalized health, but at a scale nobody could have imagined before.
The synergy here is just incredible. AI can process massive amounts of data to improve the accuracy of figuring out a person's dosha. It can make diagnoses more precise and help create these super personalized treatment and diet plans, all based on those ancient principles.
And it doesn't even stop with AI. Nanotechnology is also completely changing the game for Ayurvedic formulas. By making herbal compounds super tiny, like nanoscale, scientists can improve how well our bodies absorb them, making these ancient remedies more effective and targeted than ever.
Which leaves us with one last really big question to chew on. As we keep unlocking the secrets of these ancient traditions with the keys of modern technology, you just have to wonder, what is the future of health really going to look like? It seems like it just might be the perfect balance of the past and the future.